Okay, second graders. So today we're going to talk about the hour hand, and I want to review something that's tricky for us every single year. I see this mistake all the time, so I want to make sure I address this specifically because I want to get that trickiness kind of out of your brain for the hour hand. So if you look at this clock right now, you will never see this time on a clock. That's where I should have started. So technically this clock right now is saying 8 o'clock 30. Okay. The hour hand will only be pointing directly at a number if it is 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Otherwise, it will be, which one do I want here? Otherwise, it will be slightly after, okay? Or slightly before. Either way, you want to technically look at it. So I'm going to move over to this other website here. And I want you to look at the hour hand, which is the shorter one, which on this website is the orange one, okay? So when I move the minute hand, keep your eye directly on the hour hand, okay? Wah! Okay. Now look, it moved from the 1 to directly in the half of the 1 and 2. I'm going to do it again. So I'm going to move it back to 2 o'clock. And notice now the hour hand is directly on the 2. So I'm going to move it again to 2:30. Keep your eye on the orange. Okay, again, it moved halfway between the 2 and the 3. Let's try it again. This is a great website. So 3 o'clock it is. Halfway. Goodness gracious. Halfway between the 3 and the 4. So you could technically tell the time. If your clock was broken, everything worked except for the hour hand in this imaginary world, you still would be able to tell the time. Okay. Maybe not by the exact minutes, gets a little tricky there. But if you quickly looked at the clock and the hour hand was between the 4 and the 5, you would know it was somewhere around 4:30. If it was halfway between 9 and 10, you would know it was around 9:30. The same goes if it's just a little bit after the 9, then you know it's 9:10, 9:15, 9:07, whatever. If it's a little bit before the 10, so let's go to this site. If it's a little bit before the 10 here, now remember, we're not trying to cover the minute hand with my hand. That won't work. If the hour hand is right here, we know it's pretty close to 10, okay? So this even here is not a time, okay? It's so close. The hour hand would have to be right about there for this to be an accurate time, okay? So that it's a mistake I see every single year. So you this year are not unique in making this error. It's a common mistake. So I'm going to try to continue to review this a couple of days in a row. But remember, you can just tell the time by the hour hand. Okay, so you can today explore Room Recess and this interactive site. You cannot make up this one. These hands though rotate together, okay? So you're not going to be able to make up, I mean, it's going to correct your errors here. This here is a really good test of, do you get the idea of time? So this is the one where I'll give you a specific lesson to use on this Room Recess. But remember, this here, there's no such time. This here, there's no such time. Okay. This clock right here reads 10 o'clock 30. This one here is 1 o'clock 30. No such time, right? If I told you came in the morning and I said, it is 8 o'clock 30, you're on time, you would thought I lost my bonkers that morning. So this right here, not a time. If it's 30 after, if the minute's on the 6, then that is the correct time. Okay, it's 8:30 here. All right, we will continue reviewing this week. See you later.